How are you all? Got some big news to share with you today about my video game, Bowling by Jason Belmonte. But before we get into that, let me say hi to all those that are going to join. Hopefully, eventually, they come and say hi. Wave at me or tell me where you're all listening from, what you're doing today, where you're at, and then we can get into it. Everybody, really quickly, this little live chat is to give you some pretty big news, and it's so big I actually need to read it off my iPad here, so bear with me. First thing that you're going to see is, and I'm really hoping this isn't backwards, I think it's going to be, is that writing backwards? I think that's that. So hold your camera up to a mirror, okay? Hold your phone up to a, can I do that? I can do that, but I don't think you can see it. This is okay. Let me read it to you. So we have 4-day Axiom Super Challenge, July 6, 13, 20, and 27. That's USA times, okay? And it's beat me, get all the Roto Grip balls in the game, and a real Axiom, with the top player with the highest score getting the real ball. Okay, so even though it's difficult to read because it's backwards, you would have thought by now Facebook would have had some software that would, you know, mirror the front camera. You would think, right? I mean, they've got a little bit of money. They could have invested some software in doing that, but anyway, they haven't. So what is the 4-day Axiom Super Challenge? Well, I'm glad you're asking, because it's really big news. If you haven't downloaded my video game just yet, you still can in the App Store and the Google Play Store, Bowling by Jason Belmonte. And this month is going to be a huge month because we're running this 4-day Axiom Super Challenge. And what that is, like I said, on those days, July 6th, 13th, 20th, and 27th of July, at 8 p.m. Eastern, that's all USA time. So if you don't live there, you need to do some time conversions. I can tell you that in Australia, it's a day later at 10 a.m. On the East Coast. So anyone on the East Coast of Oz, I know that because that's when I have to do it. So if you don't live there, there's about 4.5 million different time converter apps out there. I'm sure you can just Google it. So July 6th, 13th, 20th, and 27th at 8 p.m. Eastern USA time, I'm going to go live. And if you're familiar with when I go live doing my Bowling by Jason Belmonte challenges, you'll know that if you get paired up with me, usually I give you a prize. Well, we were talking to my team, and we were thinking, how do we get more people involved? How do we get more people to win stuff? Because I know when I go live, I'm only going to be paired up with, oh, I don't know, 5 or 6 people for as long as I do the stream. So here's what we've come up with, right? 4-day Axiom Super Challenge. And this, I'm going to read it because there's a lot going on here, okay? Basically, yes, if you get paired up with me, you will still win some pretty cool prizes, namely being all of the Roto Grip balls in the game. If you beat me, I will send them into your account. So that's prize number 1 if you're paired up with me. All of the people that get paired up with me over the 4 days of the Axiom Super Challenge, if you beat me with the highest score, you will get a brand new Axiom bowling ball. I will send it straight to your house or wherever it is that you want me to send it. The Axiom is one of the best balls of 2020. And if I'm honest, it's probably going to be one of the best balls of this decade. It is an amazing ball. And I know you're probably saying, Jason, that's a big call. You know, ball of the decade, we're literally just starting this decade. And I'm telling you, that's how good it is. I won the world championship with it. I averaged like 269 or something like that in my round robin matches with it. It is outrageously good. So be sure to get your hands on one. Maybe you're lucky enough to pair up with me and you know, you beat me and you have a high score, I'll send you one for free. But like I said, I wanted to get more people involved and more people to win prizes and all that other stuff. So here is what we've come up with. If you play 5 Play Now games while I'm going live, so that period of time when I'm live and you play 5 Play Now matches, well, the top 40 will win points. So we will calculate your best 5-game score for your account in that window of time, with 31st to 40th getting 100 coins and 5 spins on the little poker machine wheel spinny thing in the game. If you finish 21st to 30th, we'll give you gold gloves, 250 gold coins, and 10 spins. If you finish 11th through 20th, you'll get gold shoes, 500 gold coins, and 25 spins. And if you finish in the top 10, you will get gold shoes, gold gloves, 1,000 gold coins, and 50 spins. So this is my way of saying, hey, even if we don't get paired up, you can still win some really cool in-game stuff. And all you need to do is try and play against me. If you don't, play 5 matches, bowl the best you possibly can in the play now mode. And if your scores are in the top 40, you'll get some prizes. Now, I want to rewind a little bit and kind of tell you where you can actually play against me. So I'm going to be doing all of my Axiom Super Challenge matches in the Eiffel Tower room. And there's a good reason for that. I think I'm okay in the Eiffel Tower room. And I think it's a good little sweet spot where, you know, the really good players have access to it. The guys who are just starting out will still have access to it, and it's not impossible. I actually want to throw some strikes in the game. Every time I play like the hardest oil patterns, I end up just embarrassing myself. Everyone's like, don't you own this game? Like, didn't you create it? Why are you bowling like 115? So I try to do a pattern that's a little bit softer for me. So that's where I'm going to be on the 6th, 13th, 20th, and 27th of July at 8 p.m. Eastern, USA time. So I hope you guys do too.